Hello and welcome to this series that will bring you success principles and will help you to achieve more success in your business, career, and private life. My name is Alex Steinberg. Many of you know me as an industry expert in the healthcare and life science industry. And this series is a response of observations and work over the last 20 years. This video is a first introduction, and then in consecutive videos, I will talk about the individual success principles in more details. You gain the opportunity to listen to a couple of success principles every day, work on it, and use it for your benefit. Now, why is this series about success principles? Well, there are a number of reasons for it. First, and I've been talking to literally 10,000s of people on this topic alone, is many people believe that success is luck, but in fact it is not. And what I want to point out in this series is that every single person can become more successful if he or she applies the following principles that I have researched, that I have observed in business and in private life, and I have seen people succeed applying those. I often explain the success principles with physics. Myself, I have a mathematician, a physical and natural science background. I come out of a family of doctors and scientists. So looking at physical principles, physical laws, so to speak, we observe that there are action and reaction. There's a cause and effect for everything. Everything in this world, everything that governs this universe. And the same thing applies to our lives. Success is plannable. Success is programmable. And if we understand these principles and apply those principles, we will be much more likely to succeed in whatever we want to achieve. And throughout many years of business projects all over the world, I have some people miraculously, astonishingly rise, but I've also seen numerous people fail. And if I trace it back, there were always reasons for it. Either a person applied certain principles, success principles, very well, or he or she broke those principles and suffered the consequences for it. And what is very important, it does not matter who you are, these principles work for everyone. Whether you're rich, whether you're poor, male, female, other gender, whether you have a certain race or ethnicity, you speak a certain language, whatever lifestyle you have, these laws will also apply for you. So what's the purpose of this video? This video has been put together by me for a number of reasons. First, I want to help you to become more successful. Each person, as I have observed throughout the years, has talents, has abilities, skills, but many or most people are not using those to the fullest. And the attempt of this series is to help you to recognize not only your potential, but guide you, share with you key success principles so that when you apply them, you will succeed in your goals and objectives. And my wish is further, because I come out of a family of doctors and scientists caring about people, that you will have a better, more fulfilled life, and that you will be a blessing not only to your family and your loved ones, But hopefully then, as you grow and improve and you are more successful, that you share and help other people so that we together can create a better world for all. Now, what you probably have observed that on the right side of the slide, there is all the information in Chinese. So if you are not familiar or not fully understand English, not a problem. You could still read the slides, and I have spent significant effort myself to translate those into Chinese language. If there is a spelling or a typo error, please excuse. I'm obviously not a Chinese speaker, but I want you also to apply these principles. And in later sessions, I possibly will give the same series in the Chinese language. 所以我再说一遍，如果你听不懂英文，没关系，你还可以看那个内容，我写下了中国词，可能有一天我才可以准备一样的内容讲中文，不过这次我就是讲英文。So a key question is always, well, who are you? How are you qualifying to actually talk about the subject? Good, fair point. We are all busy. There are a lot of people who have an opinion. Why should you listen to me? Well, that's why, to give you some confidence, a bit about my background. Myself, I have been working for the largest multinational and Chinese companies over the last 20 years. I've worked for top consulting companies, and in all these engagements, I have worked on over 260 projects worldwide. This has given me a wealth of insights, information, best practices, the opportunity to work with many of the best, smartest people in the world, looking at analyzing together problems, developing solutions together, learning, seeing their methodologies, and ultimately delivering projects that have won industry awards and or CEO and leadership recognition. Also, I had the opportunity to travel, work in 99 countries around the world on 5 continents. I have spent numerous efforts to learn languages, and I have presented materials and spoken to thousands of people using 8 world languages. Now, that also helps me not only from a communication perspective, but it also helped me to understand and appreciate the strong points of different cultures and adopt new viewpoints, fresh viewpoints, and see a problem setting or a challenge from many different angles, and thus being able to develop oftentimes better alternatives and a best client solution. Last but not least, I grew up in a family of doctors and scientists who have sacrificed their lives to serve people around the world. Myself, I chose not to become a doctor, but rather enabling doctors, hospitals, and healthcare practitioners through technologies, business best practices, process automations, digital transformation, data management, and overall best practices. My focus is on 3 areas in healthcare. It is helping improving the accuracy of diagnosing diseases, so thus making sure that a patient, if going to the hospital, is not diagnosed wrongly and 2-3 years later is dying because it is too late. Also, I help and work with pharmaceutical and biotechnology companies to develop faster drugs. And that is significant because if we can take a drug to market just a month earlier, it not only increases revenues by $20 to $30 million, but it literally can save thousands of people's lives, and that's what I'm really excited about. Further, it is about developing better treatments. And I'm leveraging here my end-to-end experience on the patient journey, doctor journey, and hospital journeys. So 23,000 people on LinkedIn are following me worldwide, practitioners, leaders, because they have found that the expertise and the best practices and the knowledge in my personal network can actually help to better analyze their own problems or brainstorm and develop solutions together. So over the years, I've learned that any conversation I can have with another professional has the potential of literally saving human lives. So if you want to put me in contact with your leadership, or if you're an expert yourself, or if you have family and friends or people in your network who work in healthcare and life science, feel free to share with them my materials and details. Well, this is a brief introduction, the introduction to the series, and in the following sessions, separate videos, you can then watch the individual success principles that I explain and hopefully bring to life and help you apply in your life to achieve a better outcome and be even greater blessing to your family, friends, co-workers, and the community where you live and work. If you want to connect with me, you can do so through WeChat. There you will actually see a lot of content which I have put on my channel there, and you also will see my Chinese writing and calligraphy and other passions about China. Otherwise, yes, feel free to also connect with me on LinkedIn or send me an email. I look forward to getting to know you and or to talking to you through the following videos. Thank you and have a great day.